Good afternoon folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's safe, hope everybody's well, and welcome to another video. So in today's video then I'm going to show you a couple of power tools which I've recently purchased. Got some projects coming up and just wanted to get some feedback as to what you think, and I will of course be telling you, what the intended use is for. Now I'm going to spin the camera around and show you what I've got, but I do so with a certain amount of hesitation, and the reason is quite simply the state in which they arrived in the packaging. But anyway, all will become clear when I spin the camera around. Bear with me. So here we go then. Quite a heavy box, packaging completely inadequate for the weight of these items. So as we can see, look, the box appears to have split. It's been taped heavily. You can see where the seams have just given way. Look, the contents appear to be spilling out. I mean, look, this doesn't inspire confidence, does it? But we'll see what happens. It might be the case that the tools inside are okay. But anyway, let's just see how we go and keep our fingers crossed, shall we? I purchased this online from Wix. Now, I bought these on the basis that delivery would be 3 days, and the website does say 3 days from purchase order. So 2 weeks later, the damn thing eventually arrived. Now, I haven't opened this, so I don't know what to expect. I mean, look, we might be pleasantly surprised, who knows. But unless these are in pristine condition, they're going back, simple as. In fact, actually, look, first of all, shall we just have a look at the packaging, just to get an idea of what we're going to be looking at. So as we can see, we've got a couple of angle grinders there. It's a 2-pack. Got a big one and a small one. That looks like it's been scuffed just there, but let's be patient. So much dust in this. So I'm just going to put the camera down then, because these items are quite heavy and I just want to make things as easy as possible. So there we go, look, so that's the one of them. 115, I think that's 115 millimeters, I think that's 230 millimeters. So this is the big one then, this is the big angle grinder. That appears to be a handle. Excuse me. Two handles. Ta-da! So that's what the inside of the box looks like. I mean, look, these items, I mean, they're heavy and they've been shipped in this box. There wasn't an outer carton or any outer packaging. You look how thin that is. Sort of like I don't know, a double wall A-flute carton or something like that, or whatever it is. But anyway, look, it's very thin, isn't it? It's just not robust enough just to send something out like this, is it? I mean, it's pretty poor, isn't it? Anyway, so look, we'll stop whining. We'll just put that down on the floor, and then we'll have a closer look to see what we have. So, as I say, we've got a couple of angle grinders here, and they're both corded. So this is a 115mm. So that's just under 4.5 inches, isn't it? Or about 4.5 inches actually. So that's the guard on there, look. Just unscrew it there. Now, I was expecting it to be a lot heavier than this, but it's actually not a bad weight, to be fair. As we can see, JCB. Obviously 240 volts. Looks as if we've got a decent amount of cable there. And then, incidentally, look, what I'll do, I'll put the a few more specs on the screen. I can't remember them off the top of my head, so I'll just put them on the screen, and just to give you a bit of a clue as to what we've got. So this is the biggie then. And I'm looking for sort of evidence that this has been a return or something like that, and they've just repackaged it and sent it out. Looks as if there's a little bit of damage on there. It looks as if the sort of enamel, a little bit of a scuff on there, look. I mean, look, this isn't, I wouldn't have thought you could describe this as being precision engineering. So the cost then, so for these two bits of kit here and a 10% discount, I got them for £89. So I thought £89 for a couple of angle grinders, one of the smaller ones and a big one, was actually a really good deal, and I still think it is. So I've got I want to use this one for welding, you know, for cutting metal, cleaning metal up, etc. I've got some concreting to do and some repairs to a concrete pathway. So I'm going to be using this to do some cutting and grinding. I mean, this is a big old thing. And you've really got to be very careful when using something like this, because they really are so powerful. Yeah, you can turn this around, look. Press that down. So you're just altering the orientation of the cutting head. So it looks as if, yeah, so you can turn it 180 degrees basically. Do you know what, I'm just wondering whether these have been returned and just cleaned up. I mean, perhaps I'm just being a little bit paranoid here, but just some little marks on here. I mean, look, these things have been bloody knocked around in transit, so I suppose you've got to expect it really, but some little tiny marks here, look. being paranoid. Some marks here. I don't know, perhaps they're just, perhaps they're okay. Oops. I'm just really looking at these very critically because of the way they were received in that packaging, to be honest with you. Probably okay. So again, so this also appears to have a decent amount of cord. I'll put the length of the cord on the screen. Now this is quite a beefy bit of kit. You've got the locking key here, look, that just enables you to tighten and untighten these chucks here, so you can put your disc in. So they go in like that. You should have a little lock on the top here somewhere, just to lock in this rotating head, so when you change it you can, you know, tighten it up, nip it up. So anyway, look, you know, they're the angle grinders. This is just a very quick vid, just showing you what I've got. They actually appear to be alright. I'm just being really critical, as I say, just looking for problems, looking for issues to suggest that they perhaps have been returns or they've just been refurbished or whatever, but they appear to be okay, to be fair. That's the two angle grinders then. So £89, what do you think? Any good? Like I say, you know, I will put the specs on the screen. Because the thing is, you can't really judge the value of something until you know what the specification is, can you? So you've got, as I say, a couple of handles here, look. They feel nice and sturdy. And you can have not only one, but you can, there's two positions here. In fact, there's three positions. Look, you've got position 1, position 2, or position 3. So if you wanted to hold it, so for example, where are we? Like that, you could do. Obviously you need the guard on. Like that, you can put the handle on top. Obviously, if you're left-handed or right-handed, you know, both eventualities are covered, aren't they? Yeah, anyway, so look, I mean, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? So, two handles. Looks like they're both the same size. And indeed they are.